Last time on What's Your Damage?
You do scratch what seems to be the very back of this stone, chipping it away. Through that pinhole, you can see the man that had given you some, let's admit it, subpar muffins, is in the kitchen still, and they reach over to a table, bend down, and secure what looks to be clothes, a little bit wet, as they put it in the oven.
The guy who made the bad muffins is burning some clothes in the kitchen?
She sees Pavel there, who is expertly peeling an apple with just a knife, as he goes, I guess I should have waited just a little bit longer to give him the spooks. That's a shame. Well, have a good night, Maribon. And Maribon goes, have a good night, Pavel.
We're gonna go look for the ghost cat.
Versevaron, can we have the key?
Keys on the desk.
And then that'll be 8 healing to Wobbles.
8 maximum. That is a friendship heal.
One day they'll automate our imaginations,
What?
and we'll call it AI.
Theater of the mind in my D&D?
Versevaron handed me a note. I do not know what's on that note.
Do you like me? Check 1. Yes, no.
One of you is displeased. The one who's eating it is displeased, but it isn't because she's dying. It's because it is just a little bit not good.
I take a nibble.
It's not good.
Why not?
What is my damage?
See, now that's a professional.
As she is reevaluating her contract with God, the teenlings come in, and there is Maribon, who is as I think haunted.
Gotcha.
All right, forgot you were in here. Shh.
Oh, sorry.
We're being spooky.
Well, consider me spooked, he says, as you see perfectly folded clothes on the kitchen table. I will wipe it down before I make breakfast service.
Oh, that's all right. Whose were those, by the way?
The last people who stayed. It was a couple of days ago.
Oh, is that one of the, prize box prizes?
No, that would be a bummer of a prize. You get a big coat that doesn't even fit you.
I know what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, and if you were dragging them, it seems like, well, did you just find them under the bed in there, or, they're coming back?
Well, they were underneath the farthest bed in your room, and they just kind of left. I guess the spiders really got to them, and they just marched out and buck naked and left a couple of things. One of their items ended up in the chest.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It's not their underwear, right?
He giggles he giggles, and I think this is the first time that you notice that his gums are incredibly pale. No, it was a little locket, I think.
Oh, like kind of like an old locket, or like a new locket?
One that I haven't seen before, but it looked pretty good if it was old.
I show him the wood chips I'm still carrying that I found under that bed. I'm like, is this anything?
I'm no ranger, but that certainly looks like wood chips of a kind.
Man, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, I'm glad that I got that answer right.
No. This is perfect, because we were actually chasing a thief who stole a locket. Would you believe that?
Oh, who would do such a thing?
Oh, a thief. A bad thief.
It's right there in the name. That's what it says on the tin.
Yeah, that's a handshake. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, now we're just gonna, dry out these clothes because did I get all the wet spot there?
No.
That was water, right? Please tell me that was water.
As far as we know, yes.
Great. Then I choose to believe you.
I mean, that's good. Kind of weird that it's still there 2 days later, but
We had missed the clothes. They were all damp, and when he arrived, he still had ice on him, which is
wow.
weird. He must have gone to the winter tree or something.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where he came from. Could we see that locket? Because it might be the locket that we're looking for.
Well, he gets very serious in this moment. He's like, since it's in the actual box, the only way that you can get it is by spending the night.
Which we're doing.
Right, yes. And he says,
You wouldn't want the bad press that's going to come with finding out you were, in possession of stolen property. That's a whole headache you and Pavel don't need.
no, but did Pavel say the no damage thing? Did he said, you had to wake up, right? You had to wake up without any damage, right?
Something like that.
Like, Lily maybe just shrugs, like all wide-eyed innocence, because she was genuinely not there for that conversation.
Right, absolutely.
And Okot may or may not be pretending not to remember.
As you can tell, we're not super... No, don't give it away. That's what Pavel says. Don't tell people who are just nice to you.
Give it away.
Okay, I'm going to give it away. Okay. He leans in.
Be cool. We won't tell.
Roll a persuasion check on him with advantage.
Yes.
Never telling you, Mary Bun, you make muffins.
Muffin Man is what they call me. It used to be Muffin Band, but then that was contra to what I was doing. With a 13, he's like, oh, I don't know if I'll tell you if Pavel's asleep.
How do we know? Should we go find out if he's asleep?
Yeah, you'll hear him before you see him.
Okay. All right, we'll go. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
And she goes,
Be cool.
Yep. And then we're gonna just start.
which way is his room?
When you exit this door, go straight across the hall, go through that hall where the 4 bedrooms are, and he's at the left.
This way.
I just assume they're both going over the table in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And trying really hard not to giggle too loudly.
Okay, as you guys are going to be doing this...
Wait. As we're climbing across the table, can you describe because there are decorations in here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
Can you just paint me a quick little word picture?
Sure thing. You can see that over the door that you were about to enter, there looks to be a skeleton who's in a little bit of disrepair. Wobbles would have noted this, although I think he was also filling him up with ball bearings, I think. You can see that the left arm of the almost paper mache-esque skeleton is draped over the frame as it is missing its right hand. It's supposed to be a scary face, however, with a little bit of a tear on the corner of the eyes. It looks more like just a lament skeleton, if that makes sense.
He's just a little sad. He's grinning through the pain.
Yes, instead of grinning, he's grimacing, right?
Uh-huh.
And further down the hall, you can see what might have been a prestidigitation of fog that is quickly dissipating.
And would it be inconsequential enough to pop the head off the skeleton? I want to wear it as a mask.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, yes.
Turns out the cats they were looking for were them the whole time.
Yeah, I'll give that to you free for nothing. You can pop off the head. It gives pretty easily. As with everything here at the Last Stand Inn, it's very old, and its heyday was a long time ago.
Okot pulls a little piece of parchment out of her pocket and draws a smiley face on it and writes IOU and sticks it where the head was.
So we have a headless skeleton with one arm, and Okot's now wearing the head as a helmet, and where the head was is a smiley face IOU.
Yes.
An IOU written by a woman who literally just found a pile of coins in another room.
Yep. I'm not going to pay for it. I'll put the head back eventually.
That seems legit, honestly.
Yeah, I owe you. I owe you one head.
I owe you a new head.
She used to be a rogue, did she not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You used to be.
Yes, used to could.
Cut to the end of campaign where Okot wears the heads of her enemies. But you are able to put the skeleton head on your dome piece.
I imagine it's kind of like one of those paper Halloween masks that you just sort of slide up onto your forehead.
Right, yeah. It's not great, but it will do. Do you proceed to see if Pavel is asleep?
Yes, of course.
Okay, in that case, roll me a stealth check.
Cool.
The both of yous?
Cool.
All right, individually, or does one of us get to just have
individually.
advantage? Okay.
No, this is a group roll.
Guess who got a 19 plus 4?
And I got a 15.
Okay, that passes. As you guys are sneaking
I
through,
could sneak carrying Li Wei on my back with that roll.
you probably could. As you are sneaking through this hallway, which has the same eerie glow that the rest of this place has, as you pass by one of the rooms, you see what looks like a white cat sitting on the bed. You can see through the white cat's fur, the stone on the back, as if it is spectral. It looks at the two of you and disappears. You hear, "Meow."
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Like, Okat hears it in her head.
Okot very excitedly whispers in Li Wei's head, "Ghost cat, ghost cat, ghost cat!"
Okay, it's in that room. We should come back and look for it. We gotta find out if he's awake yet.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
asleep.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait. Li Wei. Jump on my back.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Rizz and Wobbles were trendsetters in this regard. By gum.
That gives me an idea.
Yeah, what you hear is ping, 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 coming from his room.
Can I add one little thing? Before Louie jumps on her back, she holds up a finger, just kind of sneaks back into the dining room, takes down one of the crepe paper skeletons, comes back, gets on Okat's back, and then holds up the crepe paper in front of her, so she's a full skeleton.
Yes. We're making our own spooks.
Indeed. As the walking ghost Okot with Liwewe on her back start to come back towards where Pavel's room is located. Yeah, you do hear that ping, ping, ping coming from the room.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know.
I kind of figured he would be snoring, not playing a triangle.
Yeah, that sounds like awake noises, maybe. I think here's what we do. You stay on my back. I'm just going to creep up into the doorway, and we'll just stand there as still and as quietly as we possibly can. That way, if he's asleep, we don't wake him up. And if he's awake, we'll just wait till he notices us.
If he notices us, we'll go, ooh.
And then run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has Dennis the Menace v. Mr. Wilson vibes written all over it.
It's the best plan ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. I'm having so much fun.
So you guys want to wait in the hallway to see if he comes out, or you guys want to go up to his door room?
I want to loom spookily in the doorway.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. As you are waiting to see...
Sorry, if the door is closed, can we just nudge it so it just creaks open?
Yeah.
Okot nudging it with her foot and it creaks a little bit and she's like, shit. She nudges a little more and a little more Okay, all right, spooky. Okay, all right.
Okay, as you guys are creaking open his door and about to unveil the walking ghost, we cut to Vercevaron, and Vercevaron, in your dream, you hear your mother's voice. And you are in a deep wood. It is dark. The sky is that beautiful bruised color. There is a glow coming from the wood's edge.
Just for pedantic clarification, Vercevaron doesn't know who his mother is. Any woman in the Kel he grew up in could have been his mother. They don't tell you.
Yeah, so whatever his conception of a mother's voice.
It's the flavor, yes. For any of the nerds listening that are updating the Wikipedia for the show, just want to
right.
Canonically haven't changed Vercevaron's backstory, y'all.
It's a voice that he knows in his dream is his mother's voice.
Right, yeah. So, like, whatever he would associate with, like, a motherly sort of figure. Yeah. Maybe it is, like, the caretaker.
The voice you do, Elliot, that's the one that I associate with my motherly figure.
It's the dream logic. Like, I know that's my mother's voice, even though I've never heard my mother's voice.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta walk towards the voice, walk towards the glow.
Yeah, and the glow here is as purple as the sky, and as you continue upon your path, you do feel a sudden cold snap run through as you hear some rustling in the shrubbery to your left. There is also that singing, which is further down the path. What would you like to do? Would you like to try to investigate the rustling, or would you like to go forward?
Go forward.
Okay. As you continue forward, whatever that thing that was in the shrubbery is now behind you, and it seems like it is dashed away. As you continue on, you see before you a rather large pool of water. And the pool of water, even though the seas themselves are a wine red color, water itself takes the what we're more familiar with, which is blue. This is glowing with purple. It's a rather large pond. You could probably tell that it would take a good long while to get to the other side. What would you like to do?
Idly, I'm going to use dream version of shape water to pull up some of the water and just fidget with it, spin it around, squish it. Nothing in particular, just idle mind occupation. But I'm still walking towards whatever the... Did you say it was like musical sound or singing sound or voices? I can't remember now.
Yeah, your mother's voice, and we'll put it as singing.
2 minutes ago, and I forgot. What are we doing? The scene I'm in.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fidget magically with the water, shape it, goop it, and then, but still keep walking towards the voice, singing.
You are playing with the water as you make your way closer and closer to the sound.
Yeah, Vercevaron's not. This is like his lifeblood. We're in a dream. It's fine. It's nothing fucked up like before. And if it does get fucked up, we can handle it. So this is just good times for him.
Absolutely.
Maybe foolishly.
Okay. Yeah. As he eventually makes his way to the other end, he can see that there is a clearing in the woods, and there appears to be the shape of the woman that he knows as mother.
Like the woman that he would want to have been his mother. The one that he was like, I hope that's who my mom is.
Yeah, when he was looking up at the sky? Yeah, absolutely.
No, I meant from his group, where if they don't tell you which one of these women is your mother, for him and for a lot of people, it would be like, I hope it's her. The one that's nice to me.
Yeah, that would be... Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, the woman that he hoped would be his mother. You can see her familiar figure as she starts to turn towards you. As she does, you hear the water behind you start to splash as if something is walking on the water towards you. As that happens, we cut to Wobbles in dreams. Wobbles, your dreams... Well, for the man who has no memories, eh?
Hey.
Wobbles, with... your dream, you find yourself in the middle of a large desert. The sand is multicolored, all the colors of a sunset beneath your feet. You know deep inside your heart you are trying to find something, and you know that it is close by. Before you have two options. You have a cave system, which isn't too far, and to your right-hand side, you can see a couple of palm trees with a little bit of water by it. What would you like to do?
Like water or ocean acid water?
Nice water, good water.
Okay.
The stuff that you can drink.
I go to the good water.
Wobbles of the good water, I see. As you are going, the wind starts to kick up, and it's almost a sandstorm. However, they're not lashing against you. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Did he cut out for anybody else, or is it just me?
Yeah, a dirty 20. He's letting the listeners know.
For the listeners. Yeah, as this wind is kicking up, it's not lashing against you. Surprisingly for how hot this would seem, it is actually pretty even temperatured, I'd say. As you are seeing this vision of sand coming before you, are you still trying to walk through the sand, or are you stopping and watching?
I mean, I guess I'm just going towards the water still, if it's just sand in the air.
Yeah, it's fast but not hitting you. It's almost as if it's dancing alongside you. And as you are continuing forward, you see what you know in your heart is a terribly important figure to you. And I would love to know what that figure would be.
Perseverance's mom.
Like a living thing, inanimate, or...
We'll go with whatever is most important or what is incredibly important to Wobbles himself. So it can be either or. It can be a living thing, or it can be something that he's been searching for. Either or.
Oh man, I don't know if I know Wobbles deep yet. He sees a figure, you say?
He sees a figure, I said. And when he sees this figure, maybe because he's still trying to piece together why did he wipe his mind, made him uncertain about whether or not he was a good guy. Whoever this figure is, deep inside him, Wobbles knows that this figure is important to him. This may be one of those knowledge detectives that he's always looked up to, or it may be something more interpersonal right now, since he is so removed from himself. This figure, although it is something that he deeply respects and likes, he can't quite put everything together, which I would guess for a detective like Wobbles may be slightly annoying.
Yeah, that'd be quite annoying. I'm gonna say it's too abstract for him to really even conceptualize, but it brings him the feeling of inner peace.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, as he is making his way towards what he is looking for, he sees this figure that brings him inner peace, that keeps him with the steady bottom voice, right? And as he reaches the water, he can see the palm trees swaying softly, and the sand, which has been kind of encouraging and kind of coming with him, has stayed by his side. As he looks to the water, you can see that there is a treasure chest on the other side of the water, and a little bit of some sort of sparkling in the center of it. Which one would Wobbles like to pursue?
Dream rules, right?
Dream rules.
Wobbles wants to just run across this water and get to that treasure chest.
This man gets it.
Yeah, Wobbles, as you take your step on the water, suddenly it gets ice still. It's not ice itself, however, it supports your weight and reflects back the mauve sky as you are taking a step towards the center where that glowing is. As your foot touches down on that glow, you hear in the very back of your mind what sounds to you like breaking glass, but it's only there for a moment. And you go across and reach the treasure chest. Would you like to open it, or would you like to kind of look around?
I'd like to open it. I'm at peace right now.
It may be a really great place for you to sleep in the dream so that we can inception this.
Ooh, I love it.
Go deeper, go deeper.
But as you open it up, inside, you see this beautiful dagger. It's not a dagger that you've seen in the world at large. It seems like very specific to a culture that you may have some familiarity with, but you can't really tell because your mind is kind of not your mind right now. However, for us, we all know what a scalpel looks like. If you imagine the scalpel with the blade comes down further down the hilt, and it is a golden blade. The thing holding the blade looks to be like feathers made of metal that attach to a sturdy handle.
Is it like human dagger sized or gnome dagger sized?
This seems like it was fit just for you.
Nice. I pick it up.
Okay, as you pick up that blade, we cut back to Rizz. You are keeping an eye on the door. I believe that you probably heard Luwewe and Okot just getting into their fucking teenling shit. You're like, that's Okot. Oh, that's Luwewe. What was your response as you heard them like giggling out there?
Be like, oh,
Well, at least they're having fun. I guess.
As you are in this room with Verseveron and Wobbles, if your eyes fall on them, you can see that they seem to be having pretty good dreams here. You hear footsteps outside your door, and they pause.
I wait.
As the waiting game begins, you can see that the door gives just a little bit, as if somebody is leaning against it.
Interesting. Don't want to wake the others up. Does the door open in or out?
Door opens out.
Rizz will get up and very carefully go to the door and gently twist the handle and then just start to push it out.
As she does, you hear a, oh, sorry. Just wanted to make sure that you guys were having a good night.
And then she'll peek her head out. Hi.
Hi, he says in a very low voice. This is Maribin, who's like, sorry, just wanted to make sure that you guys were having a good night's sleep.
Sure, as best we can.
It was.
Sorry.
You're dreaming, Verseveron. Go back to sleep.
Sorry. He says again as he holds up both hands.
She'll, I think Rizz will step out, and shut the door. Also, I'm living for everyone talking about her being responsible because, just wait. She'll like slide out and then shut the door behind her. I don't think we met. Rizz.
Maribin.
So what's the deal here, honestly?
You know what some friends called me? Because everybody's my friend, I think.
Uh-huh.
Moribund.
Moribund?
Moribund. Mm-hmm.
Moribund. Okay. So you like moribund better?
No, just kind of funny that my very good friends would name me moribund, and then I would I would work in a haunted, he says with little quotation marks. Would work at a haunted inn.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so we gotta stay the night and wake up and that's it, right?
That's it.
You know that Pavel's he comes across wrong. You know that, right?
You know, he says very quietly, it takes all kinds, but he's pretty good to me.
I mean, that's fine. It's just, you seem very, like you have a nice demeanor. He seems like he's gonna, murder you with an axe. It's just, it's a thing. I mean, I get that you're trying to lay into the whole vibe of a haunted house, but if you kind of sell it too hard right out the gate, it's just not going to have the same impact, It's all about presentation.
Are you a marketer?
Maybe. I might be in the business a little bit. Listen, just my family has a lot of hands and a lot of pots.
Understood. Well, good to know, he says. But I didn't mean to keep you up. And he looks over. He goes, and I was going to give away a secret if Pavel's asleep, he says.
Secret. Secrets are great. That's a good way to build rapport with the customers,
He nods quietly because I think he's also aware of the fact that he does not want to wake up the two sleepers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, she shut the door behind her, but she's
yeah.
She's like, nah.
Too late.
You're dreaming, Verseveron. Come back to sleep.
If you need anything, just let me know, he says in a stage whisper.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's very nice of you, Maribin.
There we go.
Maribin. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, go catch a few winks.
Have a good night, he says.
Thanks.
As he starts to recede back to the kitchen.
I was just gonna say she was gonna open the door crack and sneak in and shut it quietly and just be like, what in the fuck are they feeding the people here?
Well, I don't know what they're feeding them, but I do know that the door is opening as what greets Muffins, that's true. What greets them is the sight of Pavel on his knees, him holding the mattress in one hand as he is step by step removing ball bearings. 94, ping, 95, ping, 96, ping.
And we're just looming in the hall.
Yeah. We're just going to keep looming quietly for now. Although I'm dying to know what you were rolling a wisdom check for, Lily, that you critted on.
Didn't it crit? Wait, did I crit?
No, you got a 19 plus 1.
19.
19
Okay.
plus 1. Okay.
That was an internal check for me.
Okay. Is this a good idea? Fuck yeah, it is.
No, actually something else entirely. I think
Okay.
while they're watching this, waiting to see when or if he notices the skeleton teenlings like in the doorway, in the back, like Okad's gonna hear in her head,
Okay, I think I should tell you something strange.
Okay.
That guy, Marybun,
Mm-hmm.
he said he used to work here, but it kind of seems like he just works here.
Yeah.
Like earlier when I met him outside and he said that he used to work here, but he doesn't anymore. Is that weird to you?
That's a weird way of putting it.
Right? And like, because he totally clearly works here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's technically true that he used to work here. See, he still does, but he used to, too.
Yeah?
Eh?
Okay.
Is this... Should we keep standing here?
Should we make ghost noises?
120, ping.
I know. I have an idea.
she's gonna use her tail to like just drag it along the ground behind him because it's so long it does anyway, to just try and make like a dragging noise in the hallway.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okad does her best to loom spookily.
As he's at 120, yeah, he says, as a skeleton. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, gave me quite a spook, he says. 126. Ping. Which one of you jokers put all these ball bearings in my bed? 128. Ping.
Oh, was it me?
No clue.
Oh, well, that's a rather intimidating figure. He says as he stands up. Let's see. His foot rolling over one of the ball bearings, however, he maintains his composure as he goes, "Oh, well, it seems that the spook master has been spooked. Congratulations."
Yeah. High five.
Lily makes the skeleton wave at him.
Well,
Okad takes off the mask like, did you know it was me?
Us.
did I know it was the two of you? A liar would say yes, but Pavel says no.
You're so honest. That's what I appreciate about you.
Hey, thanks. People oftentimes don't think I'm being honest when I'm being nothing but. I don't know why that is. As he looks to the side.
Some people just don't like fun.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, are you... How many do I... 125, 127... And he looks at the bed. He's like, that's a lot of ball bearings.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Yes.
ball bearings.
Why did you put him in your bed?
Well, my dear, I certainly didn't do that. Unless I did. He says, trying to spook you back.
Ooh.
Is it like that story I read once where like a princess had like a thing in her bed and she couldn't sleep on it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that spooky? I don't think that was spooky, but I guess it could be.
I mean, you have to read it in the original German, but
Oh, what's German?
it's it's a thing.
Oh wait, that's from. Okay, yeah, I keep forgetting that you're not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to Goblin, from what I understand.
Oh.
I don't actually know if that's racist.
Lily just accepts this. It's fine.
Well, avail yourself to anything that you would like to. You have full run of the house. If you'd like anything from the kitchen, you can go get that. Or you can task me, Pavel, your humble innkeeper, to get it.
No, we're okay.
No, we'll go get it. Thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And Okat's gonna trundle way back towards the kitchen and in their mind speak go, I have an idea.
Oh.
Is it the same idea that I just had?
Probably. Let's go find Mary Bun.
Yeah.
He said we could have anything we wanted.
Now we're definitely just.
Oh. You should put your skeleton mask back on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
As they're trundling their way back to Mary Bun, they can hear the soft sounds of Mary Bun doing something in there. However, in their getup with the dual skeleton, if you guys want to surprise Mary Bun, give me another dual stealth roll. If you just want to be like, what's up, it won't require it.
Should we try it? You're kind of in charge of the stealth operation for the most part. You're the one walking.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Maribun isn't going to be freaked out by us at all, and we'll find it funny. So yeah, I'll make another stealth check.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
17 total.
With a 15 from Luwewe and a 17 from Okat, as you make your way back, Maribun seems to be simply sitting at the kitchen table, wiping down that spot as he said that he was going to. As you guys sneak up on him, we cut to VercevaronAll in the dreaming, and you see that woman. And as she turns, VercevaronAll, do you keep looking at her, or do you turn towards where the sound of water was coming from?
I keep looking at her.
You hear what sounds like glass breaking as she looks back at you, and she's like, VercevaronAll, how are you?
I'm well. Why did I bring you here?
I don't know. Did you bring me here?
It's my dream. I wish this was real. It's been a long time.
Do you need comfort, my dear boy?
I honestly don't know. And he's just standing there staring at her.
And she looks back at him, and what is the things about her when he was younger that he was like, I wish she was my mom?
Oh, tending wounds. She was, in his Cal, she was one of the few people that seemed to care about bandaging up wounds versus letting them, just, it'll fix itself. You let it go. And if it doesn't, well, that's on you.
That being the case, I think after this moment of pause between the two of you, she immediately starts to go towards trying to look you over and trying to repair whatever damage you may have. As she's like looking over your arms and feeling it around, this is like familiar to you because, as you said, she was the one who tended to your wounds.
Mm-hmm. I step backwards though. I'm not gonna, she doesn't get to touch me.
She goes, oh, as she puts both hands up. Oh, okay. Don't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, you make me very comfortable. It is a joy to see you. But that's also a problem. This is my dream. I think I brought you here. But if I didn't, it would be someone I love, someone I trust.
Oh. As she sits down heavily on the ground, and she's taking these words in, and you see like a flash of sorrow on her face as she goes, I'm really sorry that you think that I could ever hurt you.
I don't. You're not you. You don't know that. He's like not moved by it. Like for him, it is pretty like a clear cut. This is a fiction, and it doesn't. This is not his mom. She doesn't have real feelings. So that's the level he's engaging with her.
Well, okay, she says as she starts to get to her feet. Well, since it is your dream, I suppose you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like, and I suppose I'm welcome to stay as long as you have me.
We can talk. I do miss your voice. I thought that was you I heard in the woods.
Oh, yes, singing. Are things okay?
No. They're not okay. That's probably why you're here. I'm going to turn away. Like, in his mind, this is like there's nothing more to learn from here, and he misses who he would like to be his mom, but, that's enough.
Totally.
So I'm going to turn back towards the water sounds of the glass breaking, Maybe there's other things to be learned there. And he's not threatened by her either, so he can turn his back on her.
Totally. As he turns his back and he starts to go towards the sound of where the glass broke, this is going to get timeline weird because of the hijinks as opposed to the dreamers. So what we're going to do is, Rizz, your shift is done.
Mm-hmm.
So do you wake them up?
Yes. She'll wake VercevaronAll up.
Yeah.
Okay. As he is going to head towards that sound of where that glass was, he is awoken by Rizz.
Severin. Hey.
I'm up. I'm
Okay.
up. I'm up. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I needed that. Anything? How was it?
Nothing happened. The other guy, Maribun, checked in on us.
Mm-hmm.
And the children aren't back yet, so.
Yeah, that figures. I don't like any of this.
Truthfully, I don't either. But we're here, and...
We'll see it through.
Yeah.
Do you want to take your sleep?
Yes, I would like that very much.
All right. I'll get on watch.
And Rizz will go sleepies.
Good night, soldier.
As Rizz goes to bed and VercevaronAll takes up his station at the door.
I check on Wobbles just to, almost like it's a little bit of is he fucking sleeping in a cabinet? What the fuck? I've known gnomes. I don't think it's ever occurred to me that they sleep in cabinets.
So I just think as you see him, you catch him when he's running towards the chest, and you see him do little sleep runs like a dog.
Fuck, I'll be damned. The world is a ceaseless fountain of wonders. Something kind of beautiful about seeing his little legs move like that. VercevaronAll really likes that.
Yeah.
Okay, back on duty.
Wobbles, as you take the blade in your hands, you see it in your hand, and all of a sudden, there's a phantasmal version of it, and you can see in your dream as if the phantasmal version gets deposited into a chest much like the one you saw earlier today at the last stand-in. The one that you did not tempt fate with by putting your hand in.
Interesting. I bet it's in there when I wake up.
As the sand picks up again, you chose the oasis first. You know that the cave is also still available. After the glass breaks and you picked it up, you would also internally in the dreaming would kind of get the sense that I bet there would be another one of these treasure chests in that cave. Would you like to pursue that, or is Wobbles fine just chilling with what he has?
If there's treasure to be found, I'm looking for it.
Okay, just the gnome for the job then. As you start to traverse the desert again, you come to the caves, and in the caves it is slick with condensation, and you have 3 paths ahead of you. You can tell that if you go straight ahead, you will start to descend into something. You can see on the right there is maybe a glint of the sunlight, and on the left you feel a cold chill. Which way would you like to go?
I'm going to go cold because that's making me think winter tree.
As you start to go towards the cold, guess what you see as a little guardian at the end of the long cavern system there?
Is it my dog friend?
It would be Avender. Yes, because he got renamed because I didn't like the initial name.
Lost opportunity to name him Thor.
Damn it. Well, in his heart, he has the heart of a thunder god. However, you do see your bee dog there, who is looking at you and stands up as soon as you get through the section. Yes, you can see that there is snow everywhere.
I want to go pet Avender.
You're doing the scratch behind the ears?
I'm reading the room. I'm patting around, seeing what he's leaning into.
Yeah, I think as you're petting around, you nailed it the first time that you approached him as he was a combatant against you. He seems to be partial to the ear scritches.
Yeah, ear scratches it is.
As you're giving him the ear scritches, you can see that the snow itself is changing colors each time that you do that. It is the standard white, then it goes to black ice, then it goes to a aurora borealis color, and it circles between those three over and over and over. As you take a look in this cavern, you can see snow coming down, and you see what appears to be a giant root extending from this room further into the darkness.
Hey, buddy, want to go check out that darkness with me?
You can see that he starts to glow a little bit of lightning, and you notice that his lightning is also matching the same color as the snow.
So it's changing?
Yep, when you scratch his ear, his lightning will change from either white to black to phantasmal, or multicolored.
Okay, I'm going to scratch him a few times, like pushing a button until it stops on the phantasmal, and then cut it out.
Okay, as you two head into the darkness, it feels as if something is watching, and as you look around, give me a perception check.
You love asking for these ones.
I do love asking for these ones.
That is a 6.
Yeah, with a 6, you can feel as if someone's watching, and then all of a sudden you feel as if whatever was watching you was quickly and maybe violently snuffed out, but you don't see anything of the sort. You just know that whatever was watching you is gone.
Nothing to worry about, Avenger. Let's keep going, B-Dog.
As you keep heading on straight through, you also, you can hear laughing, much like how the hag's voices carried back in the bad place. However, same thing, in the middle of their laugh, it's snuffed out. It's very dark in here, and these voices, these whatever they are beyond your sight. However, there may be a chance if you venture off where the root is leading you. Would you like to do that, or would you like to continue on the rooted path?
Wait, that's confusing. I can go which ways? Either along the route or...
Let's think of it like this. In your cavern, it's bigger than the route that you have been following to get to what you suspect is the tree. There is darkness around you, and you can hear that laughter that got all of a sudden snuffed out. You can't see anything from your current location, which is by the route. However, if you stray from the route, you might be able to see something that happened or be able to find whatever happened to those phantasmal laughers. Or you can continue on the route. Which would you prefer?
So I can either go into scary darkness that snuffs out sounds or keep going down the path I am on with an objective. I'm going to keep following the route, buddy.
Sounds, you know what? That is more than fair. And as you are continuing on this path with the route, you feel like the little bit of give that the snow gives each time that you are walking, and you have the beautiful phantasmal color. As you continue upon the path, you see the winter tree writ large. However, you see what appears to be a large wound in the center that is covered up by vines. The vines are black. What would you like to do?
I scratch the dog's ear once to see if that changes the root color or the vine color.
It doesn't change the root color. However, he changes to white.
Okay.
Gotta reset him back to Phantasm.
I think I'll leave him white for now.
Okay.
I want to just investigate these vines a little more, see what's up with them.
Okay, as you begin to try to investigate the vines, we cut to Rizz. Rizz, what's a good dream for you?
Because I wanted to keep so much secret, and then you're just making me, spill all of this stuff out, Elliot.
Or you can just choose a good memory that she has that doesn't give away anything.
Oh, no. No, it's fine. I'm just giving you shit. So I was like, I was going to have so many secrets.
Elliot is the ruiner of secrets. Ask me how I know.
You worship a demon. We know the worst.
A demon? Excuse you!
I speak as a listener to the previous season.
is beyond reproach. How dare you? A good dream for Rizz would probably be a memory of when she was little, probably like 8 or so. It would be during, probably the feasts of Hermandi. And there just being a huge table set out in the central, area behind her house that linked all of the other businesses and houses together, full of everybody she knew. And this table being crammed full of just every type of food that she loved. And then every face seated at the table was familiar and kind, and she was doted upon because she was a little 8-year-old running around.
And as she is doted upon in this rather large room where all of these people, these smiling, happy people are, she can see that there is what appears to be a golden line present with red ribbons attached to it, tying it up. However, deep in your slumbering heart, you know that that was meant for you, Rizz.
She'd break off and go towards it.
As she is going towards this, she can see as she gets closer, oh, wow, that isn't just gold paper. That seems to be made from a very fine gold. Although I don't know if 8-year-old Rizz would know that, but dreaming Rizz, who is experiencing this, would probably know this.
8-year-old Rizz would know.
Oh, that gives away something.
Boy, is that a hell of a flex.
Yeah, 39-year-old Elliot wouldn't. As she gets closer, she can see these red ribbons surrounding this. As she looks around, she can see that a couple of the people are watching her to see if she's actually going to cut it or try to undo it to get to the prize inside, whatever it may be. Does she try to undo it in front of everybody, or does she try to keep it cool?
She has no reason not to, so she would just undo it.
Okay. As she undoes it, you start to hear everybody cheering. Everybody is so happy that you have done this, and so much so that you hear a shattering of glass as somebody seems to have stomped on it. As it unfurls, what you can see inside Rizz is whatever part of you is aware of this, whatever part of you knows, you get the very distinct impression that you are looking into the dreaming of somebody close to you. And a part of you knows that if you were to whisper something here into this other person's dreaming, which looks like do you know the Tarantino briefcase?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's golden light reflecting on your face, shimmering as if it is a golden pond. And you can see they're dreaming, whoever that person is that she may want to reach in this moment. And Rizz would know that whispering something into this water, she would be able to say something to someone that she isn't currently able to.
I think Rizz would kind of look back at all of the people, and they're probably in this thing of she can place all the faces and the names, but there might be one face that she is not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be who she would whisper to. And I will tell you who it is in the chat. But she would just whisper, "I'm okay. It's okay. And I'll write soon. This time I really will." And yes.
And Rizz, you know deep inside that that person has received that communication.
Thank you for listening to What's Your Damage Season 2, featuring Ray Palmer as Luwewe, Sadie Blake as Okop, Kate Ingram as Rizz Parcheesi, Douglas Gale as VercevaronAll, Parker Postini as Wobbles Waggletop. Elliot Rose is our Dungeon Master. Audio engineering by Sadie Blake and Douglas Gale. All music created by Sadie Blake. Sound effect attributions can be found in the show notes.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. You can find more of What's Your Damage on Apple Music and Spotify, or on our website, wydpod.com. We've got maps, just gorgeous character art, and tons of lore for all needs to know. There's also going to be a sign up for our newsletter, which features content warnings for all episodes upon release, because we think that's super important. And for those of you that want to chat with us on social media, because you love us so much, you can find us at WYD Pod, and that's WYDPODD on Instagram and Threads, as well as a bunch of others listed on our website. In case you don't like those first two, you can find us elsewhere, because if there's a place to be, we're probably there already. So, please stop by, say hi. We would all genuinely love to hear from you. Muffins!